Retention in the end is always about graduation. Students need to know what courses they need to take to earn the degree. They need to know what order to take them in. They need to have those courses available, and then they need to do well in those courses. So eAdvisor is key in the graduation process. Well, eAdvisor is a way of organizing the university around the student rather than desires of people who are employed at the university. So we begin with degree search, which helps students search for their degrees based on their interests, based on their career aspirations, based on possibly a location where they want to study. It then moves on to a major map, which actually maps out all 8 terms for the students and tells the students exactly what classes they need to take during those 8 terms. On a major map, there can be no hidden prerequisites. There can be no knowledge that's buried inside somebody's mind who says, oh, before you can take that class, you need to take these 2 classes, or you need to audition for that class. The major map has to be absolutely transparent to the student. And the third component of eAdvisor is what we call critical tracking. And that's making sure that the students are taking the right courses in the right order and getting the grade they need in that class. So our working example tends to be engineering. If you want to be an engineer, you have to be good at math. You can't put math off until you're a junior if you want to be an engineer. And you have to be able to pass calculus with a grade of C or better. If you go off track twice, you have to pick a new major. What we've learned through this experience is that we are asking students to find the right academic home. And when students find the right academic home, they are more likely to succeed. We have seen our freshman retention rate increase by over 10% due to eAdvisor, and we are going to see similar gains in our graduation rates as those numbers get reported. Efficiency, another component of eAdvisor is that when courses are on the major maps, the departments have to teach them. And they have to make enough seats available for all the students who need that class based on the major map. So now, instead of a department chair or school director beginning the semester by saying to the faculty, who wants to teach what? We ask the chairs and directors to begin by running a query on the major maps to see how many seats in each course must be offered in order to keep students on track to graduation. And that's where they begin their scheduling process. It's a huge difference here at ASU. ASU is looking at the notion of career development and career success. We need to remember that major does not equal career. Even nurses don't end up being nurses for the rest of their lives. Students tap into their career interests by looking at their majors and studying the potential transferable skills. So students sometimes look at a degree like history and say, what am I going to do with a history degree? And we answer that question on the major map, and we do it with a dual audience in mind, the student and the student's parents, so that they can see that there are many opportunities for people with degrees in history to work in government and business and to understand what kinds of skills they possess. They're able to separate fact from fiction. They're very skilled readers. They're very good writers. And all organizations need people who know how to separate fact from fiction, who know how to read, who know how to write, who know how to think critically. So history becomes a very marketable degree. The implementation of eAdvisor and the pathways did require a change among faculty culture, so we do not begin each semester by asking faculty what they want to teach. We begin by looking at what needs to be taught. And that is a change. That was a change that was not easy for many faculty who wanted to teach their very remote, specific seminar courses, and very few students wanted to take them. So it was a painful process when we understood that introduction to the discipline or courses in research methods or senior level courses in the field need to be taught in order for students to graduate. And that was just something that we had to adjust to, and we did. For students, I think the biggest cultural change that may have felt a little bit uncomfortable was that we don't let students explore forever. That by 45 hours you have to have selected a major. Prior to eAdvisor, students could go up to 80 hours and still not have a major. Exploration is good, exploration is grand, but at some point you have to make a choice. Change is good. Change is fun. Actually, change is wonderful. If we're doing something the same way we did it 15 years ago, then we're probably doing it all wrong. Let's try new things, try new ideas, shake things up a bit, get people talking, and see how we can make the college experience better for students, for faculty, for staff, for academic advisors, and for the parents of the students who are making a huge commitment when they decide to send their students off to a university.